What's up guys? I'm finally here with my first gunfight tips and tricks video. I've wanted to make a video like this for a while now, but recently a couple people also actually started asking for it, so shout out to them. In this first part, I want to cover the basics and general advice for gunfight, and also share some more advanced strategies and tips to quickly help you improve your skill in this game mode. I've been basically playing nothing but gunfight for the last 4.5 years, so I think I have some valuable stuff to share with you guys. My original plan was to actually make one big video, but that proved to be way too extensive, so this will be my first general video, and I'll be dropping more parts for every map separately, which will go into a lot more detail. So let's jump in with the absolute basics. Gunfight was introduced back in 2019 with the release of Modern Warfare, and the game mode is basically based around brutal simplicity. It's a round-based 2v2 mode on small maps, everyone gets the exact same loadouts, and there are no kill streaks, perks, or field upgrades. Winning in Gunfight can be achieved basically in 3 different ways. You can either eliminate all your opponents, you can capture the flag in the middle of the map, or you can win by having more total HP than the enemy team. This is because the health regen is disabled. Rounds last a maximum of 40 seconds each, and the first team to win 6 rounds wins the match. So, some general gunfight tips then, to start it off real easy. First up, learn the power positions on each map. I'll be covering this in more detail when we go through the maps themselves, but generally speaking, every gunfight map has 1 or more positions that provide a lot of map control, and this can help shift the odds of winning in your favor. Typically, these are the spots that provide good cover and give you good oversight of other positions and angles, and most critically, helps you keep an eye on the flag. Piggybacking off of the first point, learn the rush routes and spawn peaks on the different maps. This can help you get to power positions quicker and can help you get damage or even kills early in the round. I'll cover the different routes on the maps later, but as a general rule, it's really good practice to know the fastest route towards a power position, not only to get to that position yourself, but also to read enemy plays quickly and potentially pick them off while on their way. Third tip, a gunfight attracts everyone's attention. Honestly, Rick Grimes can explain this one best.
You know they'll hear the shot.
Let's not be here when they show up.
Let's go, son.
As soon as you kill a player in some part of the map, chances are his teammate will come running to try and save him or catch an easy cleanup on you because you're already weak or still reloading. It's always good practice to anticipate a second gunfight quickly after the first one, so make your next move accordingly. Better opponents will try to reposition themselves to cut you off from a different route. Bad players will just straight up challenge at the exact same position. Second guy. Yes, sir.
The mission's complete.
Fourth tip, this one might sound a little counterintuitive, but I promise it's a good one. Learn when not to use rush routes and use these plays to your advantage. Gunfight rushing, because of the small maps, can be reduced to basically a game of rock, paper, scissors. If you just keep playing scissors, the enemy team is gonna pick up on that and just keep playing rock. The same way that the enemy will keep beating you from a certain angle if you keep pushing the same position. Now, of course, this depends on how confident you are in your peaks, but in general, if you have a successful rush one round, the enemy team will probably keep that in mind for the next, with a better position against that specific route. And then the fifth tip, this is more of the galaxy brain tip, if you will. Learn to read your enemy's minds. These first 4 tips are things that any moderately good gunfight player does. So the way to rise above them is to think like them, anticipate where they're gonna be, and adjusting your playstyle accordingly. If you know an enemy rushes a certain route or holds a certain angle, try not to make the predictable play to counter them, because they will expect that. Watch this play from my good friend Carteam as a perfect example. The enemy is obviously holding the flag because Carteam is weak and he has to cap, but he forgets that there's a lot of other angles to be challenged.
Go for the flag, bro. Oh, what the fuck?
Nothing. Where did he kill you from?
This is how higher level gunfight goes from rock, paper, scissors to a game of chess. It's analyzing the play your opponent makes and adjusting your next move accordingly. And the more game sense you have and the better you become, the more moves in advance you'll be thinking. Alright, so those are kind of the general advices I have. Next up, I want to hop into some more specific advanced tips that I want to share that can definitely help you take gunfight to a higher level. First up, flag baiting. If you're down on HP and you don't really have eyes on your opponent, it's very likely that they're already hiding somewhere near the flag because they know that you will have to cap. A good strategy here is to use the flag as bait. In this situation, you want to quickly run in and out of the capture zone to trigger the overtime. This then will alert your opponent that you're capturing, and usually this is the moment that they will suddenly challenge you. So if you quickly prompt to capture but run away again, a lot of the times they won't even notice and challenge anyway. This is where you can reposition and pick them off while they inevitably just start shooting at the flag.
We're capturing the flag. We took a victory there.
Next tip, use noise to your advantage. Listening for footsteps and other sounds can give you valuable intel on where an enemy is or where they're going. You can also use this to your advantage and throw enemies off by creating a sound but making a play not really associated with it. Good examples here are smashing windows or running through doors. They will think you're heading a certain way and try to challenge you, and in that moment making a different play will throw them off and usually win you the gunfight. Bro, the door juke. Live pinging is broken. Just like in Warzone, you can live ping enemies for a certain time so that the little diamond icon stays above their head in real time. This is something that Karthim and I actually only found out pretty recently, and it's honestly kind of broken. These pings don't show up in kill cams either, so sometimes people look like they're blatantly wall hacking while they might have just live pinged you. Yeah. Bro, the live ping is so insanely clutch, holy shit. Like, I can already start tracking him without him, like... Trust your Kobe's. If you've ever thrown a frag grenade almost vertically in the air, you might have noticed that it explodes right on impact coming down again. The tip here is that a well-placed Kobe has more potential to get you a kill rather than a classic nade. The main reason for this is, when you throw a nade the old-fashioned way, people usually see you throwing it and they can get out of dodge quickly, or they even see you cooking it and that leaves you exposed without being able to shoot back. So try out some full vert grenades and I promise you, you will be surprised at how effective they can be. Bro, the Kobe's, it's just next fucking level. Oh my god! That's money.
Bro, the amount of times you hit that shit is...
Bro, oh my... I'm just literally Kobe reincarnated, bro. Oh, Kobe, bro.
Oh, oh no way.
Wait, Kobe? Them, bro.
No way.
Double Kobe.
No. Really? Bro, no way. We're both of them like that?
Next up, use ledge hanging and ladder peeking to your advantage. The hanging mechanic was something that was introduced back in MW2, and it has some good uses when the situation arises. The biggest tip is using it with akimbo classes to have a single gun to aim with. Obviously, the best use of this is with the akimbo revolver class, which might honestly be the worst loadout in the game. You can also use this hanging mechanic to peek certain angles with less risk or without being as predictable, and you can also use ladders for the same purpose.
Yeah, they were both outside.
The ladder play, bro. Try switching up the fire mode. Unfortunately, this one is a little less relevant now because it got nerfed, but if you're like me and hate using 3-round burst weapons, try setting them to single fire and you'll find that you can shoot more controlled. Like I said, however, unfortunately this one got nerfed already for the FAMAS. But it still kind of works for the DG56 and it works a lot better for me personally. And then finally, watch out for lasers. In contrast to MW 2019, in MW3 all lasers seem to be visible to the enemy, so beware of them while you aim down a certain angle because they might see it and know your position. This is not only applicable for the bright green lasers but also for the more dim red ones. These lasers can be found in a couple loadouts, among which are the pistol on the longbow class, the MTZ-762 class, and the KVD Enforcer with the nade launcher secondary, and I think a couple others. So keep an eye out for them, they might give you some valuable info on the enemy. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. In the next couple videos, we're gonna be covering the maps one by one. I'm gonna be going through the rush routes, the power positions, lines of sights, etc. First up is gonna be Alley, so I hope to see you guys there. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.